during the whole pandemic, I've really not had massive belief in the idea that if you live in a sort of more suburban or let's say countryside setup, you probably have a pretty good home working environment. And if you're coming into the office, you're coming in to not just sit by yourself in like a non-central and sit on a screen. You want to come in because you want to see your colleagues, or you want to have the vibrancy of what a city or the city offers. I really believe that I think it's going to be. I think offices. I think of example outside of London, like in Reading, are going to really struggle. I think suburban offices will have a very tough time because there's more purpose to how people want to come in. I think in terms of the shift that we've seen, so 1,000 buildings, but let's say in London we got 62 buildings. We saw the return to locations which were really conveniently located on transport, where you only had to have really one mode of commute. So I think a lot about how many modes you have. If you could get an overland train and that was your commute and you were good, those offices were the ones that came back first. The ones where you had to usually most commuters had to take two modes of transport, came back a bit later, and so on. But I think it's really the bit that will shift in cities. Obviously, I agree, Carol, there'll be a shift towards grade A buildings. I think we've already seen that in our portfolio. I think the bit that will change is that non-traditional CBD, but conveniently located submarkets that often might have historically tied into retail, those will have, I think, more attraction than they previously did.